What I'm about to say to you, I'm not proud of. Does not give me pleasure. In fact, it really incenses me because what I'm about to tell you concerns one of the greatest crimes and atrocities that could have ever been carried out against humanity. I said one of the greatest atrocities. Maybe not number one, but one of the greatest crimes against humanity. And that is the intrusion in people's personal and private lives. Sometimes with them knowingly aware of, but more so them not being aware at all. I'm talking about modern technology spying on we the people. I want you to embrace yourself. I want you to think this through. If you have to watch this video over and over again, then do so. Because the things that I'm going to tell you, it's not really that complicated to comprehend. It's the truth, if indeed you want to hear the truth and the unadulterated truth. If you can't see or comprehend what it is that I'm about to tell you, then I believe that you are in denial and you just simply wish that it would go away or that it never even existed. But it does. Ladies and gentlemen, we are being spied on all of the time. Every aspect of our lives is being monitored. And even many things that we do and engage in terms of social media is being censored so that the masses do not become aware or even more aware of what's going on. People are watching every movement that we make through our electronic devices, through modern technology, as I said, through our cell phones, our iPhones, smartphones, whatever is comfortable with you saying, through our smart televisions, TVs, through our gaming systems, Xbox, PlayStation, through our house phones or landlines, through our smart meters that we have installed in our homes for our electric and gas, through our radios. Virtually everything that's technological that's coming out is equipped to monitor every or virtually everything that we do, every move that we make. It's being observed by the government, so called, and by large corporations. One, the first one, is spying on us for people control so that they know where you are, when you are there, what you're doing, what your habits are, what you like and what you dislike, so that they can create a profile on every living human being, just in case you don't follow the plan, their plan. I'll let you think about that on your own. And the other one is big corporations. For some slightly different reason, they want to know what your habits are, what you like and dislike, where you tend to go grocery shopping or shopping in general, the restaurants that you like to attend, where you like to buy your DVDs and your automobiles and your furniture and things of this nature, so that they can somewhere in the future try to sell you something. They're connected to our email accounts, our social media accounts, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and all of the other ones. They're connected. How would you feel if you knew that when you were watching your television at home at night, your favorite program, that you are being watched through that same device? How would you feel? And what would you think if you were talking on your smartphone that the individual or the party that you're speaking to are being listened to as well by a third or even fourth party, unbeknownst to you? How would you feel that if every time you left your home, there was a device flying around in the sky monitoring your movements and what your habits were? Well, you should feel some kind of way because it's actually happening and it's been going on for quite a while. And it is one form of population control. Knowing the population and what their everyday goings and comings are. So, the first thing that I'm going to touch on is going to be the cell phone, smartphone. It watches you through GPS, global positioning, okay? Knows where you are. Camera recognition. Every time you turn your camera on, especially if you're doing a selfie, who else is taking a picture of you through that same camera? What quiet room somewhere in an office building with all of these cubicles, with all of these individuals, every time your phone number comes up on your phone, they're listening to you. Or every time you pick your device up and turn the camera on, they're watching you through your device and they know where you live. What about the voice recognition on your phone or any other device for that matter? Let's say Alexa by Google. We think it's quaint, we think it's cool, we think it's cute, we think it's efficient, we think it's convenient. But how do you know that someone is not listening to you through that device? Alexa is storing information about what you enjoy doing, what your habits are and what you like, what kind of music, what your general habits are when you leave the house, when you come back, how often you turn your television on, and so forth. What about the fingerprint recognition on these cell phones nowadays? You think it's protecting your security, stopping someone else from knowing your passcode, so you use your fingerprint to identify you to access your phone. But once you put your fingerprint in there, doesn't it go into a database to even be able to recognize you in the first place? Now, where's that fingerprint database located? Can you say possibly government agency? That's better than you being fingerprinted at the police department, because they have your fingerprint, whoever created that software. The next thing is Google Alexa program. Did you not know that Alexa knows where you are in your house? When you come into the room, when you leave the room? Just something for you to think about. And what about your smart televisions and your video consoles like Xbox and PlayStation and any other similar device? They have cameras. Do you think while you're sitting up there with this virtual reality program on your big screen TV through the Xbox or the PlayStation, when you have the headset on and you playing someone online, do you think that there's not someone at a command center of some sort captivating all of this information, collecting it? Are you that naive, people? Come on now. You see people on your television screen that you're playing games with online. Note that I said online. So if you're online, who else is online with you? And what about drones? In my own neighborhood, on more than one occasion, I have seen a drone. Now, a drone, for the most part, is a crewless flying device that can be equipped to be used by the military or law enforcement to surveil or to film locations, people, things going on, to keep up with the weather, to monitor the weather, and to even attack. They have drones that carry missiles. Yes. Now, as I was saying, I've seen drones in my own neighborhood that were not the private type of drones that you buy in Walmart or online somewhere for your children to play with. These drones were sitting up in the sky, hovering. And at times I would see the drone stop in one spot and hover toward the dusk time of the day when the sun was going down. Even when it was a little dark outside, they were just sitting there with lights on. These were indeed drones. I have a military background. I know what I'm talking about. So, let's not forget social media. There are so many people who trust and believe in social media to be just simply an innocent platform for communicating with friends and family, such as Facebook. Expressing your views and your opinions about world events and the news on Twitter. But are we being watched, listened to, monitored through social media? You better believe we are. Can you say Edward Snowden? Now, they called him a whistleblower. Why? Because of the government intruding in private people's affairs through the phone system. That's not the only thing that they're intruding on. As I said before, everything that we do, every move that we make, we are being watched. And I'm not talking about a nosy neighbor. I'm talking about people in high places are watching us. People of high influence and power are watching us. One, for benefit of them and their agenda. And two, to control us. And it's not going to get any better. Everywhere that you go virtually, you see a camera somewhere. We will be made to believe that it's just simply for the security of American people. Come on. How long are you going to let them continue to blow the smoke up your behind? Take the rose-colored glasses off and see things for how they really are. There's nowhere virtually that you can go in this world and there's not a camera watching you, and not someone sitting in a room with monitors scattered all over the walls watching every single move you make. But what's wrong with us, one of the things that's really wrong with us, is that we love free things. How many of you have enjoyed an app on your phone? Google Play. Most of them are free. When have you actually ever known any industry, any corporation to give you anything free? Unless they're up to something. Why would you give me something free in terms of an app, a game? It usually, almost always, wants some information from you. Now you might say, well, my apps have never asked me for any information. But guess what? They're accessing your phone, or are they not? Have you ever tried to install an app on your phone and it said, we need permission to access your photos, your gallery, your emails, your this account, your that account, before you can get this particular app? Been there, done that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna do what one guy said, a radio host many years ago. He was a character on the radio. He said, "Wake up, America. Wake up, world, for that matter. And take the veil from your eyes and see what is really going on. We are being watched. We are being monitored. We are being surveilled. And it's not for the good. Stay close. Protect your family. And never, ever accept everything that you see and you hear without questioning it and challenging it. Stand firmly on your 2 feet for your principles and your standards, and let no one change what you believe. Either you believe in being independent and an individual and private as a person, or you don't. And the opposite just simply means that you want to be controlled by someone else. But if you are controlled by someone else, you're not the one in charge. In fact, they are the ones with the power because you gave it to them. This is Brother Teacher. Yahweh loves you, and you know I love you. Be blessed.